Hello there everyone, my name is Mathew McKenna and welcome back to my channel. So you have really seemed to enjoy my Billie Eilish videos. I've done 2 previous reactions to her as an artist. I just went in with zero experience, no idea of what to expect, and a lot of you have requested for me to react to her recently released single called Bury a Friend. So that is exactly what's happening today. I'm pretty keen. Overall, I've really liked Billie as an artist and I think she's extremely talented. Makes me jealous because she's so young and so good at everything. It's unfair. Billie, you need to share some talent with the rest of the world, okay? Before we start though, if you're new here, make sure you click subscribe and enable notifications so you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Just based off of the title, I have a couple of ideas of what this song is going to be about, but I'm going to save them until we're in. This feels like a horror movie. Oh god. I swear if I get jump scared, I ain't gonna be happy.
Billie.
Oh, that's cool. I don't really know what to call this style of like beat, but I love it.
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me?
Jeez, the backing vocals of this make this feel so creepy.
Bury a friend. I wanna end me.
This feels like a song about mental illness or something so far, right?
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
The line like, why do you care for me? Why aren't you scared of me? That kind of is like, why aren't you scared of my mental illness and all the things that are wrong with me?
It's probably something that shouldn't be said out loud.
That delivery of those lyrics is really cool. That staccato style, yeah, that's awesome.
Bury the hatchet or bury your friend.
Oh, okay. That line of like, bury the hatchet or bury a friend is like, move past the problems or ditch the friendship.
Bury a friend. Try to wake up. Cannibal clash.
Jeez. Sorry, I'm just so enthralled and a bit disturbed by this video. I am so digging that beat in the background. I really like that.
Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
Okay, I was waiting for a jump scare just then. Okay, look, I'm sure it was the purpose of that, but that music video had me so tense the whole way through. I felt like I was watching a horror movie, and I'm pretty sure there were even references to a bunch of horror movies in there. The whole idea of that corridor and figures down the end of it felt very much like The Shining, but that was kind of intense. As far as meaning, again, I'm pretty sure this was the intent, but it was a little unclear for me. See, at first, I kind of took this idea of it being about mental illness, and maybe more specifically depression, because the idea of literally burying a friend, as in they've died. Then there was the idea of her being like injected with all this black liquid, which kind of was like injected with poison, I don't know. And whether that's the idea of like her body is being penetrated by like this poisonous attitude, or whether it was like the medication that's required or sometimes not required, but still prescribed to a patient. And that kind of gave a particular meaning to a few of the lines. Like I said, like, why aren't you scared of me? Because I feel like people with mental illnesses often struggle with this idea of like not being good enough for friendships. So that line kind of felt like a narration of that. But then there were also lines that kind of led me to believe that it was more about dealing with drama in friendships or something. Such as, like I said, that line, bury the hatchet or bury a friend. Bury the hatchet is a very common saying for like putting disagreements in the past. So then the line is like forgive and forget or lose a friend. So one of those 2 meanings kind of feels right to me. Or I mean a mixture of the 2, why not? One thing I do really love, and that I've seen quite a lot in Billie's videos, is that she makes the sound of the song kind of do so much while incorporating not all that much, you know? The song can feel very full and very pleasing, but may only have like a couple of instruments and then just her vocals. I mean, other than the beat, that felt more or less like I was listening to an a cappella song, obviously with some effects laid onto the vocals to make them sound more creepy, but that is super impressive to me and kind of just speaks to the musical talent involved. I also enjoyed how like more low-key that was. Personally, I find that easier to listen to and overall more enjoyable. So on that note, I want to pass it off to you. Do you like Billie Eilish? Are you a fan? If you haven't heard of her before, what do you think of that song? And actually, even if you are like a fan of Billie, I want to hear your opinions on that song because it's really interesting to me to see the perspective of people who aren't familiar with an artist in comparison to those who love the artist. So please let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to click that like button. And as always, have an awesome time until I see you next. See ya.